Hello guys, how can you improve your band score in reading section of the IELTS? To answer this question, first you have to become familiar with the question types that you can find in the reading section of the IELTS. By becoming familiar with the question types that you will have to answer in the reading section of the IELTS, it means that you can easily improve your band score because you already have knowledge about, or you know what to expect in terms of questions that you will get in the reading section. There are 6 main types of questions in the IELTS reading section. Today we're going to talk about the diagram label completion, in which you have to complete a diagram by choosing words from the box after reading the passage. However, the question is, do you really have to read the whole passage in order for you to answer the questions? The answer is no. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to answer these questions quickly before I even know the topic of the reading passage. As you know, time management is very important in IELTS, and you have to spend about 20 minutes on each reading passage in the 1 hour you have for the reading section. However, you don't always have to read everything in the passage, but you have to quickly skim the passage and scan for information. Basically, you're not reading to gain knowledge, you're actually reading to get the answer. So even if you have definitions of some words in the passage, you might not even need them. The first thing you will do is look at the diagram and try to understand what it is. These guys here look like the roots, right? And here we have some numbers. It's basically a diagram. So we have 0, 10, 20, 30. Maybe I can find similar numbers in the passage and know what these mean. For example, I found the number 30 and next to it cm, centimeter. So these are measurements in centimeters, or measurements of depth in centimeters. In number 6, you have to choose one of the words you have in the box and put it right there. What does number 6 mean? It is equal to almost 20 centimeters, while 70 is about or over 30 centimeters. And here you have number 8, and it's going to be the least depth. Alright, so basically now you're ready to look for these words in the passage and see the number that's next to them. Let's look for the word French, and here we found it in this line, in this paragraph, after doing some skimming and scanning. So I scanned for the word French, and I found the word France here. So the sentence, some large species are going from France, execute tunnels to a depth of approximately 30 centimeters. So I'm going to match French to France to 30 centimeters, right? So where do you think the word French is going to be? Because I have the number 30 centimeters, French is going to be the deepest, because we only have number 7 for below 30 centimeters, right? So it's not going to be here because it's not 30, and it's not going to be here. So I'm going to put the word French right next to the number 7. What about 6 and 8? Number 6 is going to be between 10 and 20, and it's actually closer to 20. Maybe I will find the number 20. If you look closely in this paragraph, you will find the number 20 here, 20 centimeters. What comes in this sentence? South African beetles dig narrow tunnels of approximately 20 centimeters below the surface of the path. So South African matches with 20 centimeters, and it also matches in the diagram. So basically I'm going to put the word South African right next to the number 6. Now, the final one is number 8, and it's going to be the least or the one with the least depth. So, if you know the meaning of the word shallowest, then you will know that it means the one that has the least depth of all the words in the box. However, sometimes you don't know the meaning of the word shallowest, right? But maybe you can look for another word that can help you a little bit match the word with its depth. So here we have another word. So the shallowest tunnel belongs to a much smaller Spanish species that buries down in chambers that hang like fruit from the branches of a pear tree. So we have another word, is smaller. It doesn't mean shallowest, but maybe it can give you a clue. So here we have the word Spanish, and we have the shallowest. We don't have a number, but we know it's the shallowest. So we're going to put the word Spanish here. And finally you end up with the answers: 6 South African, 7 French, and 8 Spanish. As you could tell, As you could see, we answered the questions and we labeled the diagram without even having to read the whole passage, but we did scan for the words we needed and the numbers we needed to match with them. In the next lesson, I'm going to talk to you about the second type of questions in the reading section, and it's going to be matching information, where you have to match the paragraphs from A to H to sentences that you have. So please watch the next lesson. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.